All right. Hi, Eunice, because you're my audience. Today, I'm going to be making I'm going to make some curry lentil soup with some shrimp. So, I have already washed out my lentils. You're supposed to do that before you actually put them in the pot. I got this pack. I don't think it really matters the type of pack of lentils, but I got like the original ones, like the one that's not in the can. So I already rinsed them out. I got all like the pieces that I didn't want in my soup. Like some of the lentils look burnt. There was some sticks. There was like one pebble. So you got to make sure you clean out your lentils before you add them in the pot. For my base, I am going to first start with some onions and some garlic. Always get you this one because this will save you a lot of time. Okay, so onions, garlic, and then I'm also gonna put some olive oil into my pot. I'm gonna saute the onions and the garlic first, and I'm gonna add my lentils, and then after that I'm gonna gradually start adding the vegetables that I want in my soup to cook with the lentils. But the lentils are supposed to be inside your cooker or whatever, or your pot, for about an hour or until your desired softness that you want your lentils. I want them like a creamy type of texture along with the soup. So I'm gonna cook them probably about like an hour 15, and I'm gonna start on my shrimp a little bit later, but I do have them defrosting in the sink or in the little Tupperware thing. So you're gonna get started. I added some olive oil into my pot, gonna move it all over. Make sure it gets all the crevices. Okay, so as my oil is preheating in the pot, you kind of want to get some vegetables broth, or what else, chicken broth if you want, but I'm going to be using vegetable broth towards the end as I add my water. But these are about 2 cups of lentils, so for each cup you need to add about 2.5 to 3 cups of water for it. So in total I'm going to be adding 6 cups of not six cups of water, or maybe like 5.5, and then do 1/2 half vegetable broth, in order to get that nice flavor, that soupy flavor that soups have. So it seems like my oil is heated a little. Let me add this one. Yeah, my oil is heated. So I'm gonna add my onions. Coño! I just burned myself. That shit hurted. Anyway. So first, I like to saute my onions, because saute onions just taste amazing instead of you just putting it inside of your soup. So we're gonna cook the onions a little bit. We're gonna add a tablespoon of minced garlic. I like to move it around and get the juices that's inside of the container. So 1 tablespoon of garlic. Yes, sir. I'm gonna let that saute, get the flavors at the bottom. Then I'm gonna let this cook for about like maybe another minute and a half, because I do absolutely still want the flavor of the garlic and the onions still in the soup. I just wanted it to cook a little bit. So yeah. So it kind of smells nice the way that I want the soup to be. So I'm gonna add my lentils, and then add my water, because I want the lentils. I don't know if I should cook lentils but in oil and the shit, but shit, fuck it. I'm gonna do it like some rice. Just a little toss in the sauce. So I'm just mixing the lentil and the onions together, and the garlic as well. Just mixing them a couple of times, lower down my heat, and then add my water. So I have 1 cup prepared. Remember, I'm adding 6 cups. Six cups of liquid. This is 3. 4. 5, and then I'm also gonna add, I think I'm just gonna do 1 cup of vegetable broth. Okay, vegetable broth, 1 cup of that. Why smell like that? I don't know. One cup. Okay, I'm just gonna let that simmer in the pot. Make sure it gets its tenderness that I want. Can I use this? Sure. Make sure it gets the tenderness that I want, or start to get tender so that I can add my seasonings so it can actually go inside instead of, like, you know, evaporating inside of the pot. So I'm gonna come back in about 15 minutes, 15, and then start adding my seasonings. Let me show you my seasonings now, I guess, or you know what, I'll show you later because we're about to come back. Use your 15 minutes to cut your vegetables. So it's been about a good 15-20 minutes. My lentils, it got to a boil, so that's how you know it's time to low-key add your seasonings. So I'm gonna add some chicken bouillon, some black pepper, un colito. You already know, Maggi cubes. I might add 2, but I'm gonna see how it goes. No, I'm gonna wait for adobo towards the end. Some Creole seasoning, and I feel like I'm missing something else. And my curry powder and basil. So, curry is honestly, as you know, it's a very potent spice. So I'm just gonna go in with my chicken bouillon. Just to give it like a nice little base flavor for everything that's about to come in. Okay. 40. So I'm gonna add a tablespoon. Of that. I'm gonna add a lot of black pepper because I like black pepper. Some Cajun seasoning because I like my spice. And I'm gonna do this. Damn, I really should have did this first. So right now I'm just probably gonna wait until I add anything else. Add your Maggi cube, and from prior cookings, this is really all it takes. Just your Maggi cube, a couple of more seasonings. I'm just gonna add a little bit of curry. Just, you know, activate it. Make sure the everything gets acquainted nicely. So I'm just gonna stir a little. It smells nice already. I'm gonna stir. Give it some time to boil, and then I'm gonna add everything else. I have my potatoes and carrots in here. My onions are already inside with my garlic, and then I also have chayote. It's a little grape It's a little green thing that it tastes like potatoes, but it's actually another vegetable. So I'm gonna finish slicing these up and just wait for my thing to boil again, and I'll be back. The last thing I told you guys was, well, I told you, Eunice, that I already put my seasonings inside. I added an extra cup of water besides the 6 cups in the beginning because it was kind of looking a little bit thick. I might add another cup of water, but I already put my seasonings. I put everything in it. I waited another like 10-15 minutes, and then now I'm gonna add my vegetables already cut and rinsed. Gonna add them in, stir them in a little, because my soup is coming along a little bit thicker than I wanted. So I'm gonna stir these in, add another cup of water. Oh, my lips are getting soft. Oh shit. Damn. Yeah, it's not the type of one. Okay, so just gonna add my vegetables in, probably wait another 15-20 minutes. I think I add them in a little bit too late, but lentil is an okay soup for your things or your beans to be a little bit mushy, because I feel like it just adds a little bit more flavor. So I'm gonna add another cup of water, mix it in a little bit. I'm gonna add some more adobo. Well, I never add adobo, but I'm gonna add some adobo. I might add another Maggi cube because the consistency of the soup is a little, not consistency, but the flavor isn't really there like I wanted it to be. Oh, I gotta add some more curry. I forgot about that. So I'm gonna add some adobo, some curry, and then some probably half a teaspoon of chicken bouillon. Just a little bit of adobo because we don't know how everything is officially tasting. And then a little bit more curry. Okay, so we're gonna let the vegetables and everything soak in, and we should be back soon. Show you what it looks like. This is how my soup looks. It's really like thickening, which is good. I added obviously my potatoes, my chayote, and my potatoes and carrots, all that shit. I'm gonna stir it in. I might add another cup of water, but we shall see. We are now gonna start peeling our shrimp, seasoning them, and then letting them sit until our soup is officially done. So then all we have to do is just cook this the shrimp for about, just gonna have a charger on here. But we're gonna start peeling the shrimp, and hopefully by the time the soup is done, we could just throw the shrimp on the skillet, cook it for about 2-3 minutes on each side, and then we should be done. But I have to peel these kind of a little bit fast because I'm low-key allergic to like the actual shellfish of shrimp, because I like get really itchy and I get hot as I'm like peeling it, so I gotta do it really fast and then wash my hands. So I'll be back and I'll show you guys what I add to the seasoning of the shrimp, and it's gonna be amazing. Bye. I'm about to season my shrimp. I already deveined and deshelled them. So of course, a little bit of chicken bouillon, black pepper, some adobo, and a little bit of garlic powder. And yes, I stir it with the spoon because I don't want to have hives. I'm going to show you guys my soup as soon as I'm done turning this. I don't know about y'all, but I like to smell my food, and I think I might do a little bit of some salt. A little bit of salt. A little bit of salt goes a long way. Because if I feel like salt, it just brings out all the flavor in all of the seasonings I can put. So, oh, salt's right here. Entonces, just gonna shake a little bit of salt. Como así. Yeah. I'm also gonna do the same thing with my soup because I did not put any salt in it. So, okay. Ew. As you can hear, it's bubbling. Oh yeah, this looks really good. Probably wish I would have cut my chiote a little bit more smaller, but it's okay. Show you guys. I'll show you. Great consistency. I like it when lentil soup has that consistency. Yeah, this looks amazing. I can't wait to cook my shrimp and, you know, add the pieces in because I'm gonna cut the shrimp into some pieces. But yeah, this right here is finna bust. That's it, but it needs some water. Cause yes, it's flavorful, but I feel like it's just missing something. So I'm gonna add a little bit of salt. I'm gonna add some basil leaves because I was supposed to add that earlier. Girl, you're gonna be shaking this thing forever. The way this thing coming out. Give me more. All right. I feel like I'm missing something. I think I might add some complete seasoning. Just a little dash. And I'm gonna let the seasoning settle in, and then I'm gonna come back and taste to see how it is. But overall, I am liking the consistency, especially when I added the other cup of water. I like the consistency. I like how my vegetables are coming out. I just need to cook a little more for the seasonings that I just added in, which was the basil, salt, and the complete seasoning. So I'm gonna let that thing settle in and come back in about 20 minutes and see how that tastes. All right, so I do believe now my soup should be done. It's boiling just a little, if you can see. So right now, I'm gonna slice up, like I was just thinking about, I'm just gonna slice up my shrimp so it's not like, you know, big ass chunks. I'm gonna slice up my shrimp so I could just toss them into the soup and then stir it, and it should be okay. Instead of, you know, like making each individual soup and just putting like a whole bunch of shrimp in it. That I think would be nice. So I'm just gonna cut the shrimp up, put it in the skillet with some olive oil, cook it about 2 to 3 minutes on each side, or 3 to 4 minutes on each side. And I feel like I should be done with the meal by then. It takes a while to make some damn soup. Yeah. Alright, so my shrimp is done. Just cooked it for about as I said, 2-3 minutes on each side. I'm about to slowly add it into my soup that's done, and then my soup will officially be done. Yes. So this is my finished, or my final product. Those little dots that you see in there is my Belizean hot sauce. You know the vibes. It's pretty good. The one thing I wish I added was some turmeric powder, because that honestly would have set everything off. But I'll probably do it next video, next time I make some lentil soup. So if you want to try this recipe, you have the video. Bye.